Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DPB Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Mondis, with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 92 for the week of June 26th, 2017.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone. Joining me this week is Lisa. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Glad to be back for episode 92. And Lisa, you haven't joined us on the podcast for a while. I think the last one was
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
We had our hats on.
Yeah, celebrating. That was fun. Before we get into the pin news this week, I just want to mention real quick, just a little housekeeping, that we just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah!
So exciting.
Very exciting. I just want to say thank you to everyone who follows us on all of our social channels. Instagram is now our number one, which is crazy to think about. It was always Facebook in the past, but it surpassed Facebook, and now Instagram's number one. So this week, if you guys are listening to this when we launched this podcast on June 26th, this week we're running a little thank you giveaway for hitting the 10K on Instagram. We're giving away a Jungle Cruise 45th Anniversary Skipper name tag pin, which is limited edition of 2,000. You can head over to DisneyPinsBlog.com and hit the giveaways tab for your chance to win that pin. And the giveaway ends on June 30th. So you have about a week to enter. All right, guys, let's head into the pin news for this week. First, we're going to start off with Disney Store. They released the next Storybooks Classics pin. This features Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Lisa, this was a popular one.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Do you like this better than the Beanstalk one?
Yeah, because it's actually a story I know of.
Yeah. This is the 11th pin in the collection, and I believe they're just going to do 12, I think. So it should just be one more. I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is the 11th one for June 2017. Retail price is $14.95, and it's limited edition of 1,100. And that pin is also available at Disney Store UK. Next, we had another pin come out of the Pixar Studio Store, which is kind of crazy because they don't really release many pins at the Studio Store. This store is only for cast members who work at Pixar and any of their guests who are visiting the studios. This is a Cars 3 emblem pin, and it's limited edition of 400. I don't know the retail price on that, but I know the secondary price for those pins can get pretty high.
We still need to see Cars 3.
I know, didn't see it yet, but hopefully we will soon.
Yeah.
And we got to watch Cars again before we head out to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Got to get ready for Cars Land. Next, we had some exciting news come out of Hong Kong Disneyland. We mentioned a while back on the podcast a new Disney character named Stella Lou. She's a little bunny. It's friends with Duffy Bear, and she's coming to Tokyo Disney Resort and also Hong Kong Disneyland, which I think Jen mentioned on 2 episodes ago. And now we have our very first pins featuring Stella Lou. They are very sparkly, have glitter embellishments, stars on them, and really cute.
Yeah. Some ballerina shoes because she's a ballerina.
Yeah, that's right. She's a little ballerina bunny.
She's so cute.
So guests can look for those pins arriving at Hong Kong Disneyland sometime in August 2017. Next, let's head over to BoxLunch retail stores. They have been pumping out lots of pins recently. Lisa actually hit up BoxLunch this past week and got some photos for the website and found out that they released a lot more pins, including some pin sets. There's one featuring Bambi and Thumper. There's a 101 Dalmatian set. There's an Aristocat set, a Stitch with a little pineapple, and then a Cheshire Cat with his head off, like off of his body. So it's 2 sets, or 2 pins on one card.
Yeah.
He's a crazy cat.
Really silly.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can find those at BoxLunch retail stores and online. Some are available online. Not all of them are available online, but you can find some on there. And then there's also a new hat collection at BoxLunch. There's one featuring the Dumbo hat, and then there's a Goofy hat, a Donald Duck hat, and a Minnie Mouse hat. And those are all have a retail price of $5.90 per pin, released in June 2017. Lisa, do you have a favorite out of all those BoxLunch pins?
I really like the Dalmatian set because we are getting a Dalmatian, so we need those pins.
Yeah, you definitely do. Got to be a 101 Dalmatians completist now.
Yeah. Our dog needs to wear them, you know.
Yeah, you could put little, maybe little pins around its collar.
Yeah.
Your dog will be pretty fancy.
Yeah, he will.
Next, we have a surprise pin release from Disney Studio Store Hollywood. This one features the Rescuers, and it's the 40th anniversary pin. This was a surprise release on June 22nd this past week, and it sold out. I think it already sold out. It's limited edition of 200, so I'm assuming it did. Its retail price was $19.95, and that was exclusive to Disney Studio Store Hollywood. Next, let's head over to the Shanghai Disney Resort because they got some exciting pin news. It just came out. They're having a summer event at the resort, which consists of new food items, merchandise, and of course, a limited edition pin set. I think it's limited edition. Is it?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if not, it's probably limited release because it's only available for the summer. There's lots of fancy pins on there featuring various Disney characters. They're all in tropical attire. Looks like an ice cream cone, a pineapple one, and it looks like they're all having a great time on that pin set. All right, speaking of the Rescuers, we also had another cast member movie anniversary pin release. This is only available for cast members at Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts. Limited edition of 500. And it is featuring, again, the Rescuers' 40th anniversary. And that's available at Company D. Next, let's talk about the San Diego Comic-Con, because they have another exclusive pin set coming out. This one features Kingdom Hearts, and it's limited edition of 500. Retail price is $30, and you can find this lapel pin set at booth number 3645, and it's created by Monogram International, exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con 2017, coming in July. Next, this past week, Disneyland Paris had the Once Upon a Star pin event, and we have photos up now of the pins that were released at that event. They all feature kind of the Disneyland Paris 25th anniversary attire. All the characters are dressed in that blue outfit with the stars. And then there was a surprise pin release. It's the pin trading event pin, and this one features Peter Pan. I really like that one a lot. And all those pins were limited edition of 400. All right, let's talk about the pin releases this week at Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts. Most of these are shared releases, except for one coming to Disneyland. The Disney release, they're going to have the next Pin Trading Tales pin. This one features Alice in Wonderland. Limited edition of 2,000. I think the retail price on that is $15.99. And then the next releases are all shared releases on both coasts. We have a really cool Star Wars Pin of the Month vehicles, which I think this is a brand new set. I know they had one that was similar to this. It was the Millennium Falcon. That was released at Star Wars Celebration. But this one is the AT-AT, limited edition of 6,000. I definitely want to get that pin. And it has a little stand on the bottom of it, which is cool, so you can stand it up. Next, we have the 4th of July 2017 pin. And it's a kind of like an Uncle Sam style hat. And it has Chip and Dale underneath the hat. Limited edition of 5,000. There's also a Disney Vacation Club 2017 collection pin. This is going to be part of a series, it looks like, because this is pin number 1 of 3. And it features Mickey and Minnie packing for a vacation. That's pretty cute. It's a hinge pin, limited edition of 3,000. And then the next Doorways to Disney pin is going to be released, which I can't wait for because I have been collecting this set. This one features It's a Small World, limited edition of 4,000, released on both coasts. And I think the retail price on that one is $15.99. All right, guys, it's time for Disney Pin Chat. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there, but hopefully we're a little better now. All right. Well, for the Disney Pin Chat this week, Lisa and I kind of wanted to talk about our favorite places to pin trade at Walt Disney World. We're kind of going to do like a top 10 list. I have 5, she has 5. And yeah, basically, this is our favorite spots. There's tons of places to pin trade at Walt Disney World. These might not be the best spots, but these are kind of like the places that Lisa and I like to go and pin trade with cast members. So yeah, we're going to start it off, and we'll kind of name the location, talk a little bit about why we like that location. All right, so Lisa, how about you start off with your favorite spot? We'll get this thing started.
Alrighty. My favorite place would have to be the Emporium in Magic Kingdom. Ultimately, it's my favorite place because there's just so many cast members on the floor, so I feel like you have the best opportunity to find the pin that you want and that you're searching for. So I like that the best.
That is a good location. It's very big. It's lots of opportunities. You can kind of get out of the heat or the rain or even sometimes the chilly weather in the wintertime.
And they have a pin board if you ask them, so you get a big selection on that board, plus they have the lanyards.
Very true. And we also did a pin trading vlog from there recently on our last trip.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't watched that yet, it's up on YouTube. Pin trading vlog from the Emporium. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, so for mine, I'm going to start off with the Pin Traders location at Disney Springs. So the reason why this is on my list is there's not too many cast members there, but if you hit it at just the right time, they open up that big pin board on the wall, and it's massive. They have tons of pins on this board. You could find lots of hidden Mickey pins if you're trying to complete a certain collection. And I just really like that location because it's like a rush because you don't know when that board is going to open up. And if you hit it at just the right spot, if you're in that store and they decide to open it up, usually a little line will form in there, and you can take 2 pins up to the board and trade. And there you have a big selection. That's why I really like it, just because the selection is so large there.
I never got to do that.
Really?
I always just miss it. No, never got to.
I think I've done it maybe twice. But both times, I got some good stuff. So
You're lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky Ryan.
I know.
My second favorite place to pin trade would have to be in the Mexican Pavilion in Epcot. Also because there's so many cast members, and I just love being in the Mexican Pavilion. It's one of my favorite pavilions to be in, and I always find the pins that I'm looking for.
Yeah, and you can get a margarita while you're in there as well and
pin
trade. I think don't they have like a little pinata with pins stuck in it in there?
Yeah. Yep.
Is that in there, or is that the Coronado Springs? I think it's there.
No, they have it there, like in the jewelry section.
Okay.
In the gift store.
I always like when they do fun little props with pins on them.
Yeah. I think they have a sombrero too with pins on it.
Oh, yep, that's right. Very cool. So next on my list is going to have to be Port Orleans Resort. I know this might be a little weird one for some, but I really like it just because they have a lot of opportunities to trade there. Not only do they have the cast members, but the one gift shop there, I forget the name of it, I stayed there a few years ago. In the gift shop, they have a dedicated pin board in the gift shop, which is really cool. It's kind of next to the cash register, so if you're in there shopping, you can pin trade as well. It's a nice size pin board. And then that resort is just beautiful to walk around. You have lots of locations because you have both sides. You have Riverside and French Quarter. And French Quarter also has a gift shop and pin trading opportunities there as well. And I just love the vibe of that resort. I think that's why I like it so much, just because it's a nice stroll, walk around. You can listen to the music, and it's just a beautiful grounds there. So that would be my next one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would have to say my next one is World of Disney in Disney Springs. Also, I guess you see a trend here. I like when there's a lot of cast members.
Yeah.
So that's my reasoning. And also, you could shop there too. There's lots of merchandise, and while you're pin trading, you could see what items you want.
Yeah, that's you can get lost in that store.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the largest Disney stores in the world. I think there might be one in Japan that's a little larger, but it's a great location. So next for me is another resort. It's the Contemporary Resort, heading over to the Magic Kingdom area. The reason I like Contemporary is, one, it's a beautiful resort, and two, the Fantasia gift shop. They usually have a great pin selection there because not too many people buy pins there. And not a lot of people know that you can actually buy limited edition pins there. They have a large case full of limited edition pins, and if they sell out, say at Disney Springs or Magic Kingdom or Epcot, you can usually find them still available at the Contemporary Resort, which is always nice. They have a pin board in the Fantasia gift shop. There's one in the little gift shop in the corner. I forget the name of it. It's like a little market. They have one in there. It's behind the counter. And they also have one across from the Fantasia gift shop. I forget the name of that store as well. It's a larger store. They have lots of merchandise in there. You can actually buy baked goods and artwork as well. But they do have the pin board in there too. You just have to ask. Most Disney resorts, if you go to the counter, they'll have some type of pin board. Even the front desk when you're checking in will have a pin board as well. So Contemporary is number 3 on my list.
Okay.
Lisa, you're up next.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm also going to say a resort, and it would be Grand Floridian. I just love Grand Floridian, and you just walk in, the smell is just amazing, and I feel like it's a resort that's not visited that much. People maybe just don't go there that much because they think they can't go because they're not staying there maybe. I don't know. So when you visit the pin boards, they're not visited that much. So the pins on there are pretty fresh and you get a good selection. So I like visiting the pin boards there at the front desk.
That's always nice. And you can listen to the wonderful Grand Floridian Orchestra while you're pin trading there. Maybe have a cocktail, walk around the lobby. Beautiful location.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. Next for me, I'm going to actually head over to the Magic Kingdom because I really like the pin board right below the train station. So as soon as you walk into the Magic Kingdom, if you make a right or left, depending on which entrance you're going in, and go underneath the train station, they have a large pin board there as well. You probably have a better bet if you go there in the morning. You have a nicer selection. But they do have a nice sized board, decent amount of pins to choose from. You'll find a lot of kids pin trading there as well. Kids just getting into the hobby. That's a great start, and it's cool because it's in the Magic Kingdom. If you're heading off the train, you get off at the Main Street station, just walk down the stairs and do some pin trading before you get into the Emporium, which is one of Lisa's favorites.
That's good.
Yeah. So do you have one more or?
Yeah, I have one more.
One more,
and
okay.
I actually just thought of it right now.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah, so you don't know what it is.
No, this is a surprise.
I changed my idea, so it's actually the I love doing this actually. Like in all the parks, they have Disney Vacation Club member booths, and there's always a cast member there wearing a lanyard. So make sure that you visit the booths there, and you could trade with all of those members. And they also will tell you about the Disney Vacation Club program, so if you ever want to know about that, they'll give you all the information about it.
Yeah, the DVC guys and ladies are great to trade with just because there's so many of them around. I feel like you can find them everywhere.
Yeah, each park, yeah.
Yep. Even Springs has them, which is cool.
Oh, yeah.
So last on my list is a little bit of a stretch. It's still kind of located in the Walt Disney World Resort, in the same state at least, and it is the Orlando International Airport. The reason why I love to pin trade there is because you can usually find the newer Hidden Mickey pins there and a better selection. They don't have too many cast members in the actual airport, but you can pin trade there, which is exciting. So, if you're just coming in, arriving, hit up the airport, and I think on the other end is called the Art of Disney. There's 2 Disney stores in the Orlando airport, and you can pin trade at both of them. And maybe if you're leaving, Disney World, and you want to get in a couple last trades before you get your flight home, you can definitely, keep some pins in your backpack or your carry-on with you, and hit up the Disney stores there. I've also one time I got brand new Hidden Mickey pins in Orlando Airport before they were even released at Walt Disney World in the parks, which was shocking. So that was really cool.
I really like that too, because like you're just getting into the airport, you're just starting off like the magic, and then you could also end it too.
Yeah, definitely a great start or end to your vacation. So I think that was a cool little list there. That's kind of Lisa and I's top 10 of our favorite spots to pin trade at the Walt Disney World Resort. Hope you guys enjoyed that little Disney pin chat for this week. And for the forum question this week, I'll start a new thread in the forums and let us know your favorite location to pin trade at Walt Disney World. Or if you've never been to Disney World, if you're a California resident, let us know your favorite spot at Disneyland. So I'll start that thread. That'll appear in the forums starting June 26th. You can leave your comment there. So Lisa, thanks for joining us this week on episode 92.
Thanks for having me.
Definitely, anytime. So that'll do it. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Really appreciate it. We'll be back again next week. See ya.
Bye.